Do you think you have what it takes to score a job interview in Australia? So in this video today, I'll be talking about the job application process from the perspective of the job applicant and the perspective of who is assessing your application. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll start this video talking about the Seek website, one of the most popular websites to look for jobs in Australia. So the address of the website seek.com.au. If you don't have a profile, you might need to create a profile to start looking for jobs. Now, once you have a profile, you log in, you start using the filters. So you can filter by the field. Like here I have the information technology, all IT related jobs. And here I was looking for defense jobs, and I'll explain why. And then here you can filter for your location. So if you're not currently in Australia, you would probably use working from home. And let's remove this filter defense. And here you can filter your salary. So one important thing here is that the salary in Australia is per year. So whatever you see here is the salary per year without the superannuation. And what is superannuation if you don't know? Superannuation is your retirement money. This is your salary normally without the superannuation, okay? So once you have your keywords, your field and whatever you're looking for, let's say here that you want some project, the keywords project, information technology and work from home. Boom, you have here one job, for example. So the salary is not per year because it's a project assignment, so it's per hour. So that's the only difference between salaries here. You won't see salary per month, for example. This is more a regular job, so you see salary up to 90k is $90,000 plus super, meaning superannuation. So once you have the job you want to apply for, you open it and have a look on all the requirements. And what's important here, some jobs require you that you are already in Australia, most of them, and that you already have a visa. But maybe when you apply, some websites, when you apply, go to their own website. So this is Mile End, South Australia. For this one, probably you need to be here. So the process is pretty simple, but important things here. What do you need in your resume? So in your resume, you need to, ideally, you create a resume for each position you apply, because you need to address the requirements. You need to be specific to their needs in a resume. You can't simply have a generic resume to all applications. That's what the company expects from you, at least. And also when you write the cover letter, that's also something that you have to attach here. You address properly why do you think you're a good fit for the company. So you need to do your research about the company and see where do you fit in the company, and not simply use the same cover letter for all the applications. And things you don't need to put in your cover letter and neither on your resume are your marital status, for example, if you're married or single, if you have kids or if you don't have kids, your age, anything that can be considered discriminatory. So you don't need to include any of this. It's all about your skills, and in a cover letter your goals and so on. You have to be short and precise, because the person who will be reading your cover letter and your resume, and I will show you from their side, they won't have time to go through all your details application. Okay, and one of the options in this website is to save the jobs. You don't need to necessarily to apply the job at the moment, but you can save the jobs and apply later. And I'll explain to you why I say those ones as an example. This project manager, defense system implementations. So when you work for the government and the defense, mostly of them require that you are citizen, because you need this security clearance. And to obtain this security clearance, you must be Australian citizen. That's the only way. If you just have a work visa, there's no way you're gonna be selected for this interview, even if you have the skills that they require, because you need to obtain this security clearance and you have to be a citizen to do so. Okay, and the other website worth mentioning here is LinkedIn. Of course, you should have your LinkedIn profile up to date, and once you have your profile configured, you can start looking for jobs here. And one of the filters you can use is also remote, and you can see jobs available anywhere in the world. Well, and if you don't have a visa to come to Australia, what's the keyword you have to use on your search? Is sponsorship. Yeah, so then you can find all jobs that sponsor a visa. Not necessarily all of those are sponsoring, because some of them they have the word saying, unfortunately we're not able to sponsor your visa at this stage. Yeah, but you might be able to find something. I saved one here already. You see this senior method development scientist, so it's very specific. Yeah, and this job is still sponsoring. See, sponsorship, move to Australia, so they will sponsor a visa, but it's a very specific job. It's not that you will be able to find a lot of jobs like this, so you need to have a specific skill. But anyway, it's still possible. So if you don't have a visa and you are willing to come to Australia, that's your keyword, sponsorship. And just to illustrate how important it is to work on your resume and your cover letter, you see, for example, this company, for this level 1 IT support office position, they received 259 applications. Within those 259 applications, they will shortlist the people that have the skill set required. And within the people they shortlisted, they will select some to be interviewed. So if you work on your resume and your cover letter specific to which job you're applying for, you increase your chances to be selected for the interview. And once you get to that point, it's up to you. That's pretty much the whole process. And if you like this video and you want more tips about job interviews, all you have to do is to follow me. See you next time.